if you are in that stage in which just simply you don't know what you're doing with your research, this video is for you. This is something that I discussed with a client of mine a few days ago, and I found that it's something that many PhD students are experiencing, because at some point you have so many things to do, you have done already so many things, and you just don't know where are you even going with your research. And this is, first of all, I want to say this is a very common place to be in. This is something that happens, I would say, to every PhD student at least once during the entire PhD journey. It happened to me. It's normal sort of for you to experience this. I don't know what am I even doing with my research. But why does this happen? So having worked with many PhD students and being a PhD student myself several years ago, I found that this feeling of I don't know what I'm doing comes actually from the lack of idea of what do I want from my research. But now the question is, like, how do I know what I want from my research? And the best way to do so is to actually not work more, work harder, because chances are you are already exhausted, you're already overworked, and you cannot think straight. So I would suggest you need to first, and this is something that I always do with my clients, you need to take a step back and take an objective look at your research. Like, what are the results that make sense? What are some results that don't make sense? What are the results that are in which direction are those things pointing? Are they contradicting in themselves? Are they pointing it towards the same direction? Several directions maybe that I could explore, and so on. So doing this exercise of structuring or of making sense of what you already have is going to already provide you a sense of control and a sense of calm and a sense of, okay, I've got this, I maybe know what I'm doing with this. And this is super important, because when we are lost, when we are confused, we are very much unlikely to take the correct action. So it's important to really take that step back and sort of make sense of the things that you have, make sense of that research, find a common thread that might connect all of those things that are then going to be the backbone and the outline of your thesis, of your paper that you're going to submit tomorrow. So if I should recommend only one thing to do, I would say that this is definitely the thing to do. Like, mastering the skill of putting research together so that you know how to define your next steps. Because being lost comes the majority of time from that. It comes from not being able to analyze what we already have, put those things together into something that makes sense, and then define what would be our next steps. So if you are in that situation right now in your PhD, if you feel that you just simply don't know in which direction you should go, where are you going, is this research even going anywhere, I want to invite you to schedule a completely free intro coaching call with me. I will leave a link down below in the description where you can do so. And in that call, we can discuss your specific situation. So we can discuss exactly where you're at with your research, in which stage of your PhD are you, and what are some of the next steps that you can take. What are your challenges, your struggles, and what are some next steps that you can take that are tangible and doable that will bring you closer towards finishing that thesis, submitting the thesis, and finally defending, or the same thing but with the paper, whether on your own or with my help and support. So I hope that you found this video useful, and as always, see you in the next few days with another video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.